I built MOCs for Series 25 minifigures, so let's see what I've built. Starting with the Sprinter and Fitness Instructor, I made a section of a racetrack, used a lot of tile pieces, some jumper plates, as well as this transparent piece, so that way it looks like the Sprinter is running. I also added the 1x2 piece, added a trophy, along with the Fitness Instructor on this side. This one was definitely easy to build, but it still looks good. Next, for the Esports Gamer, I made another easy MOC. I added some tile pieces, some of which appear in the latest Minecraft Armory set, and then I built a desk, added the mouse and keyboard, and then I built a computer, and that's pretty much it. It's very basic, but I think it's really good. The next MOC is for the mushroom sprite, and all I did was added some leaves, mushrooms, some pieces from a LEGO Dream set, plus a frog, and then I added the mushroom sprite. I definitely like the detail on this small vignette, as it looks very magical. For my next MOC, I used the film noir detective, and built a section of a room, which has a broken window. I added some studs on the floor to resemble glass, built this small table, and added a frog, as well as a teacup, and then I added the film noir detective. It's almost like a scene from a movie. I'm really satisfied with what I built here, so this is also one of my favorite MOCs. Next we have the goat herd, along with the goat, and for this MOC, I built a trail next to a stream. I added a rock and some foliage, a tree, as well as a frog, and then I added the minifigure and goat, and this is really satisfying. Almost peaceful, especially for something like the goat. I'm definitely satisfied with what I built here. The next MOC I built was for the pet groomer, along with the Afghan hound. I started off by building a small station, and then I decorated the wall with clouds. I then built a small bathtub, added some studs to resemble water and suds, plus some blue power blast pieces, and then I added this transparent piece, so that way, it looks like the dog is jumping out of the water. So in the end, I really like the building techniques I used for this MOC. Up next we have the train kid. I added some hills, some flowers and a lake. I then built a small building, a water tower, and then I added the train kid. This MOC is a work of imagination, and it's perfect for this minifigure. The next MOC I made was for the Triceratops costume fan, and not only did I use 2 of them, I built this terrain, added some water, some foliage, some fossils, as well as a tree. I really like how this MOC was built. It's almost like a land before time. And yes, that's a reference to the movie. The next MOC is for 2 minifigures, which is the Fierce Barbarian and the Harpy. Relying solely on dark tan pieces, I built a wall using studs and on top techniques. I added some shields, some decorative elements, and then I added the minifigures. This did take time to build, but in the end, it's one of my favorite MOCs, and really looks epic. But finally, our last MOC is for the one and only Vampire Knight. For this MOC, I built a section of an abandoned fortress, with plenty of foliage growing all around. There's a chest in this corner, an armory, as well as a well, and once that was all built, I added the minifigures. This MOC definitely took a lot of time to build, but in the end, it was worth it. It's one of my favorite MOCs I've ever built, and it's perfect for these minifigures. That is all the MOCs I built for Series 25. It took 2 days to build all of these, and I truly enjoy what I built here. I definitely want to make more MOCs for CMF minifigures, but until then, let me know what's your favorite MOC.